Hello everyone. Today we will be honing and polishing a couple of Profi F2A engine cylinders. Why are we doing it? Well, these have worked and they're pretty good cylinders, but there are scratch marks on the hard chrome surface. And before new pistons are fitted into these, it's desirable to clean up the surface without ruining the geometry. I have developed a deep appreciation for the process of honing and would like to share with everyone this really simple and elegant technique. So the tools we will be using today are a Sun hone with stone. Everything is from Sun's catalog. And then after we hone the cylinders, we will use a homemade phenolic resin lap with some diamond paste. First of all, a few words about the technique itself. This is a Sun hone mandrel, and in the mandrel you can see there is a honing stone. These are aluminum oxide stones which work very well on hard chrome. Not to remove any material, but really to just clean up the surface. And there is a slot in the mandrel which allows the stone to float up and down, and this adjusts the diameter of the part that we're working. And in order to maintain pressure between the part and the stone, there is this push rod here with taper, and as you can see, sliding it forward and backward, we're sliding the stone out and in. This mandrel then fits into the mounting fixture like this, and it is held in there by a screw. After attaching it to the fixture, we will put it into this in order to put it in a lathe. Of course, ideally you would need to have a real honing machine, but I don't have one, and their manual actually suggests that one can use the lathe just fine. They call this a portable honing head. So this completes the assembly and the preparation. You can of course Google the honing technique, but in 2 words, the simplicity is really beautiful. The honing strokes are forward and backward, and as you're doing this, the part is also rotating on the stone, and in doing so, the honing stone is doing figure 8 shapes, and that ensures a perfect cylindrical and, if need, taper shape of the part. We will check the quality of our work using my trusty Soviet gauge. So we can put the cylinder in, and this one is 15.021 or 0.022 millimeters in diameter. Around the top dead center, and this one is even larger, 15.024. These are rather unusually large cylinders, but we will not be removing a lot of material, so I do not expect that the diameter is going to increase much. All right, now let's move to the lathe. We will hold the cylinder using this special fixture. This is an aluminum block, and basically the goal is to squeeze the flange of the cylinder between 2 flat surfaces, and for that I'm using an old engine head clamp. This way we will not be grasping the part with our hands. Also, you see there's knurling on the outside, so it makes for a convenient holding of the part. Like always, to ensure even tightening, we're doing the cross pattern. Rotate the cylinder, make sure it rotates freely. And now we will tighten it. All right, now we've moved onto the lathe. And as you can see, the sun and head is now fixed in the lathe chuck. We can turn it on, it rotates, and this lever here, by pressing it, we are releasing the pressure on the stone. We will also be using liberal lubrication. You can use a special honing oil, or like in my case, just conventional machining oil. We adjust the pressure slightly, make sure it's not too tight, and then holding it with our hands, turn the machine on and do the strokes backwards and forward. Now the pressure can be increased slightly. I have checked the scratches and they're almost gone, but we still need a little bit more work on this one. As a matter of fact, the surface finish on the chrome plating, after using these honing stones, the aluminum oxide, very fine honing stones, is perfect, and polishing isn't really that necessary. All right, I think this one is done. Now, after we removed the scratches using the hone, and we have a very nice cross hatch pattern on the chrome plating, we will move on to the polishing tool. We apply a little bit of 5 micron diamond paste, spread it out, and of course we will want some oil. And then we will polish using the same stroking motion. We are back at the workbench, and what I did off camera, I thoroughly cleaned the cylinders from oil and any residue abrasives, and now we will check the geometry. So again, we will verify the calibration using my gauge ring with slight adjustment. And now we will use it on the first cylinder. You see the ellipse is very, very nice. The needle is barely moving. So it's 15022. And the second one is 1502.526. So this one increased about a micron, maybe 2 microns. And this one, I don't think I took anything off, maybe a micron at most. The ellipticity is perfect. It's under 1 micron on both of them. And now let's check the surface finish. It's pretty difficult to see on here but I assure you that it's great. It's very nice and shiny, and so I believe these two cylinders are ready to accept new pistons and have a second life.